demonstrators were too numerous and too confident, and the vehicle was lucky to get away with it. Another followed soon after, and right from the start it seemed less likely to succeed. The crowd's blood was up, and its hatred for the authorities was all the more intense after the pacifism people have been showing here for weeks. The driver of the vehicle ran out of luck fast. Once he was stuck, the crowd had him, and the half-dozen soldiers inside virtually at their mercy, though the armour resisted their efforts for a long time. The soldiers had to get out or die from fire, even though the alternative was possible death at the hands of the wild, uncontrollable crowd. But not everyone had yielded to the violent hatred. A group of students took the considerable risk of bringing up a bus to shelter one of the soldiers from the mob. They fought the crowd for possession of his life, and finally they managed to get him on board. But it wasn't enough. The lust for blood was such that people poured onto the bus to get at him, though it seems he survived. Diehards among the students had chosen to take up their position around the monument in the middle of the square. All we could hear and see of their fate was the tracer bullets and the sound of heavy guns used against them. The army, ignoring the burning buses which served as barricades, was implacable. They moved in on the square from several directions, including the Forbidden City itself. Soon the soldiers had cleared the main east-west avenue that runs through Tiananmen Square, cleared it by the deliberate use of random firepower. The statue to democracy, erected in the last week of the students' occupation of the square as a symbol of their aspirations, has been entirely destroyed.
The bicycle rickshaws scooped up the injured. Others were shunted onto bikes and pedaled to hospital. Many were carried away by frantic local residents. Ambulances screamed up to the troop line and were turned away. They couldn't get to the square. 2 ambulance drivers were shot and injured. Earlier, we'd been driving at the back of the Forbidden City.